Welcome to your Conscious Choices for Wellness podcast, hosted by B. Crutelli. This is a space for everyone to learn anything and everything related to healthy healing, including naturopathic medicine, music, dance, yoga, meditation, eco-fashion, mothering, and organic lifestyle choices. Topics for expanding universal consciousness. Come join me weekly as we delve in and begin this journey, sharing valuable content gathered over the past 3 decades, helping to support a healthier and more sustainable future for all. Hello and welcome everyone listening. Today is the second part of my Aging Gracefully podcast. This is a subject that many of us like to hear about and is quite interesting in our culture. And I actually started my first, or maybe it was my second podcast talking about collagen. And I'm sure I talked about some of the aging effects of losing collagen. And I wanted to continue because there's so much to go over. And I came to realize last week in part one that it was going to be a part one because there's way too much information. And I'm really just giving a brief synopsis of key points here and trying to, not go into too much detail because there's books and books and books and books and books written about all this. And so this is just a summary. And so how do wrinkles get started in the first place? Well, the process begins when we lose collagen support in our skin over time. This usually begins in our 30s. Records state, I guess from research done scientifically, that it can actually begin at age 30 or after 30, which is quite astonishing. Every part of your body is made up of cells that need important nutrients, such as oxygen and antioxidants, to fix the damage done by toxic exposure from chemicals in our diet, products that we use, the water we're exposed to, and the air we breathe, right? Everything in our environment is taxing us or not, or it's helping us, whatever, we expose ourselves to. As I started discussing in the last episode, antioxidants are a group of phytochemicals or compounds found in various plant foods that help to prevent our cells from oxidation, breaking down into a downward spiral of death. Think of your car paint oxidizing from damage done by too much sun exposure combined with no protection. Okay, that's what's happening to our skin, which is our largest organ, and to our bodies internally that we can't see. So, and you've all heard that we are what we eat. So what we're consuming, the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking, the thoughts we're thinking, and the food we're consuming are all parts of what we give our body internally, and that is giving to our cells that are giving us health, basically, giving us energy, production, giving us, vital energy in many different ways to not only heal, but to make us feel good and prevent disease. So let's talk antioxidants. Remembering these key nutrients inside and out are crucial for internal and external health. There are many to choose from. And I just want to stress that, these come from a plant-based diet. So that's why it's so important to have the majority or all of what you are consuming for food be from plants, because that's where you're getting these superfoods, these foods that are rich in antioxidants that are protecting us from disease. So some of the most revered on the market are the ACE vitamins, A, C, and E, that I've mentioned before. So let's go over these. Vitamin A, aka retinol, which is really from animal source, or the carotenoids that are from plant sources. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin that has important functions in the body. It helps cells reproduce normally, a process called cellular differentiation. It's essential for good vision. The first sign of a vitamin A deficiency is often poor sight at night. It's needed for the proper development of an embryo and fetus, so it's very essential for growth. It's essential for immune system function. So if your immune system seems like it's not functioning properly, check your vitamin A levels. It's essential for bone formation and so much more. So vitamin A also helps the skin and mucous membranes that line the nose, sinuses, and mouth to be healthy. It also plays a role in wound healing. When used externally, it exfoliates the skin and increases collagen production, which can reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, giving your skin a fresher, plump appearance. Foods that are rich in vitamin A include cod liver oil. That's the one animal source or fish source that I'm referring. The plant sources are carrots and other color-rich foods like mango, bell peppers, especially like the red and yellow and orange colors, butternut squash, and yams. That's the sweet potatoes that are orange. So just think of orange, red, yellow foods. You're going to probably be getting a good source of A with those foods. Vitamin C, as discussed, and many of you know, plays a key role in collagen production and synthesis. This antioxidant vitamin is so crucial to our well-being that it literally plays over 500 roles in bodily operations. Just think C-rich on a daily. Available in hundreds of thousands of foods, some major ones to have on hand are citrus, such as grapefruit, lemons, and other types of oranges. I mentioned lemons and grapefruits because they are lower in sugar. Oranges are high in sugar, so you might want to not be consuming a lot of oranges, especially if you're trying not to do sugar for various reasons. All berries, including acai, camu camu, and Inca berries, cruciferous vegetables, kiwis, papaya, most color-rich plant foods. Okay, that's why it's so important to eat the colors. Now, rose hips and camu camu berries are the highest natural sources of vitamin C. And you can find supplements out there that are, vitamin C tablet or capsule that, or even powder is better, that is just, purely rose hips or purely camu camu. And that is really the best way to go, right? To get a food source of your vitamins, and you can get it more concentrated in a supplement. So I just want to say that vitamin C is water soluble, meaning that your body's going to just take what it needs after you consume it, and it's going to flush out what it doesn't need. So you can have copious amounts of vitamin C, and the only way to recognize that maybe you've had enough or that you don't want to take anymore is the side effect of diarrhea. That is the only side effect that is harmful. I mean, it could be harmful if you were just, not addressing it and just kept taking tons of C and you didn't know why you had diarrhea. And maybe it's because you were taking massive amounts of C. But other than that, If you're not getting diarrhea and you feel like you need more vitamin C, it's very safe. It's water soluble. Your body will take what it needs and get rid of the rest. So it's very easily absorbed into the body and would most definitely help support collagen synthesis for years to come. Rose hips are an excellent aid for health and beauty, rich in antioxidants like C and bioflavonoids. Bioflavonoids are vital for inflammation control, and they are part of the food that you would be getting the C from. So if you think of seeds like the rosehip seed or the camu camu berry has a skin and seeds inside, I'm sure that's going to have the bioflavonoids. In citrus, the skin or the white pithy part is the bioflavonoid part of that food. And so they go hand in hand and they work together. Bioflavonoids help with absorption of the C. They help to balance it. They, really just should be together. And you're going to have more of that, harsh, like maybe the diarrhea and stuff like that happen with too much C if you're not getting the bioflavonoids with it. So, some people are just taking like citric acid or ascorbic acid or something and not having bioflavonoids with it. And it's a synthetic form. It's like chemically made, lab made vitamin C and taking copious amounts of that because they think it's good for them. But really it's not. It's very acidic and it's not balanced. So keeping in mind to have the bioflavonoids as well for inflammation control and to help with the absorption. So for this reason, these, foods, rose hips and camu camu berries will help keep your skin beautiful, preventing flabbiness and discoloration. Rose hips also have a stimulating, rejuvenating effect on the whole glandular system. Vitamin E is the other essential antioxidant vitamin that is part of a group of 8 fat-soluble antioxidants, which are the tocopherols and the tocotrienols. And then there's various ones from there that offer essential health benefits and help protect cells in the body against the damaging effects of free radicals. Free radicals being the molecules that contain an unshared electron, making them dangerous and damaging to the body. Like A, E is also a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning that it is stored in the fat until needed and doesn't just pass through the body, like C does, which is water-soluble. Vitamin E is essential for a healthy immune system and healthy blood flow, as well as maintaining levels of collagen, the main structural protein in the skin, right? So with this key helper, not only will our bodies benefit from skin repair, but also hair growth. If you think of, your hair needing circulation to grow and E helping your blood to circulate, and, that's only going to help your hair growth as well. It's just how I think of it. It's an easy way to remember that. Almonds are a very good source of vitamin E. Many other healthy seeds like sunflower, pumpkin, avocado, and hemp are good too. The best cooking oils that can withstand heat are from sunflower and avocado. Other oils are more volatile, meaning that the health benefits are destroyed with high heat and should be used only cold pressed in dressing food and not heated at high temps. More rich E foods are leafy greens, sweet potato again, avocado again, hazelnuts, and wheat germ. Wheat germ oil is actually one of the highest sources of E, or just even, sprinkling wheat germ on your food. It's really not, especially if you're getting a high quality source that hasn't been hybridized like over and over, make sure that it's organic, non-GMO. It's really not as irritating as it might sound, but if you're very gluten intolerant, I would avoid that. So that's especially high in vitamin E. It's just harder to find on the market. Always choose organic sources for the highest content and avoidance of adding more toxic chemicals to your body. CBD, or cannabidiol, is a more powerful antioxidant than vitamins C or E. Okay, I read this once, I forgot, and I was just reminded, and I'm like, wow, that is pretty fucking amazing. I'm sorry, I just have to say that. And so I'm sure many people don't know this about CBD. I mean, it is, I already know that it's really an amazing nutrient, also an antioxidant, also a cannabinoid that the body needs to feed its own endocannabinoid system. New research is showing that this amazing non-psychotropic compound found in hemp, some cannabis plants, could be an intriguing alternative to Botox. Yes, cannabis or hemp is good for the skin too. Botox is a neurotoxin, operates by blocking nerve signals to the muscles, resulting in muscle relaxation and therefore the reduction of wrinkles. Okay. That's kind of how it mainly works. I'm sure it probably does other things. I'm not here to advocate Botox. On the other hand, CBD offers a unique perspective. It is known for its anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and neuroprotective properties without the psychotropic effects associated with THC found in most cannabis strains. CBD has amazing relaxant properties within the body, right? Many people are taking it to help sleep, although there's other cannabinoids that help even more maybe, or combined with, but even just to help them with stress during the day. So it makes sense that it would help to relax our nervous system in a way and be neuroprotective and then help us with our wrinkles, right? So this could be one of the main results in being a Botox alternative. But really, it's so much more. The skin has the highest concentration of CB2 receptors in the body. Remember the endocannabinoid system, which I talked about in a podcast, I believe in November. We have two different parts of our endocannabinoid system that have different receptors. There's the CB1 receptors and the CB2 receptor sites that are within our endocannabinoid system. And the skin mostly has the CB2 receptors. They're highly found in our skin, which is our largest organ, right? It's covered all over our body. So when applied topically, CBD, which actively goes into the CB2 receptors and does its work, can repair damage from free radicals. Cannabinoid receptors are found in the skin. They seem to be related to the regulation of oil production and possibly collagen production. Studies show that wounded skin heals faster with applications of cannabis-based topical products. History dating back thousands of years shows wound healing from this plant, and many skin cancers have been healed, even after conventionally toxic and invasive treatments had failed. These CB2 receptors, which are part of our bodies in our endocannabinoid system, are found in our skin, our largest organ. They maintain the immune competence of the skin as well as the proper, well-balanced proliferation, differentiation, and survival of our skin cells. Various preclinical studies have shed light on the potential of CBD to combat the signs of skin aging. A fascinating finding published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology in 2018 revealed that CBD reduced the expression of the protein SNAP25, essential for the transmission of nerve signals to muscles. This discovery suggests that CBD could have a Botox-like impact by relaxing the muscles and reducing the wrinkles. Another study highlighted in the Journal of Aging in 2019 explored CBD's ability to promote the production of collagen and elastin, two proteins crucial for skin firmness and elasticity. This suggests that CBD can not only reduce existing wrinkles, but also prevent skin aging by maintaining the structural health of the skin. Fucking amazing. This just reminds me that I want to start using CBD in my skincare. Why not? All the better. I had a product in the past by Innocence, their company in Oregon, and I'm sure they're still making their CBD line. That was a CBD serum that I really liked a lot. And it actually was not that expensive. I'm sure it's gone up in price, but this was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And there's so many companies making CBD skincare. It's I think I've got a link to like one or two, at least one that I found that was a new one that I put in the show notes. But all of these things I'm referencing to, anything that I didn't already know or that I researched, I put my references in my show notes. According to, this is the one that I put in the show notes, Sao Eden Organics. I think they're US based. I couldn't quite tell, but it looked like it. Sao Eden Organics says CBD oil is also packed with anti-aging benefits. It helps improve collagen production, which can reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. The antioxidants in CBD oil combat free radicals, which are responsible for the breakdown of collagen in the skin. This makes the skin more elastic and smooth. Quote unquote, CBD's properties, as well as its ability to decrease oxidative stress and free radicals, may help reduce wrinkles on the facial skin. Wow. And we must also note that CBD helps heal inflammation in the body, thus helping heal all diseases as we age, because disease is caused from inflammation of some sort. So all the more to not be afraid of cannabis. And if you don't want the psychotropic effects, there are other cannabinoids that are being extracted that you can use for various things. Like if you haven't used CBD yet, it's really amazing. I've used it by itself with trace amounts of other cannabinoids because I believe that you need to use the whole plant and not just extract one compound out of a plant, because plants are there to give you all of what they have and everything that they're growing together. Like if you think of a flower and all the nutrients and, phytochemicals and terpenes that it has, the polyphenols and everything that it has in that flower when it grows, it's all working together, right? And if it's medicine and it's used for certain things to help you, if you're just taking one part of the plant out and not using the rest, you may not get all the benefits, right? And you may actually end up getting a mild side effect, or, just it's not the best way to use a plant. I really believe that you need to use the whole plant. So there are strains of cannabis that are mostly CBD because that's what a lot of people are after. So they have higher concentrations of CBD. They hardly have any THC. Some of them have probably been hybridized to like not have any THC, but they may have just trace amounts, and legally they can have under, I think it's 0.03 THC to be sold, with basically no effect of the THC, and legal in that way. So, there's just, I'm sure, thousands and thousands of products out there. I've grown a couple of CBD plants. They do grow a little differently. They're more hemp-like. I think that was like when they were first kind of up and coming, and maybe I didn't have the best babies to grow at that time. And I wasn't used to growing CBD strains because it is a little different of how you grow them and what they need. It's really amazing research that's being done. I think give thanks to all the scientists and researchers out there that are making this information available and that are helping us all to use this plant in a miraculous way to help us. So next week, I will be going over all of the ways that we can better hydrate, including hyaluronic acid and what that is and what it does for the body. Things like aloe and bamboo and other like plant sources again of collagen. Because honestly, I'm still and probably always will be leaning more towards plant-based everything and trying not to consume animal products. If you disagree with that, or if you need to do that for health reasons, just please know that it's best to consume high quality, organic, grass fed, the least amount of chemicals and artificial garbage that's in the food, the better, right? So we want to be consuming the highest quality, the highest vibration of food, putting into our bodies. And so I thank you for being here. I'm keeping this one short and sweet, although I'm on 26 minutes now after editing. Maybe it'll be 25. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay strong. We will get through these ferocious, what is the word? Ferocious sounds like a good word. Times. It's almost comical, but then it's not. And it's just interesting. Let me just tell you that this is very, very interesting times that we are living in right now. So let's unite, help each other, and stay strong. Thanks, y'all. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you all so very much for listening today. I genuinely hope that you learned something, and I invite you to join me each week so you never miss a conscious wellness beat. This podcast holds a special place in my heart dedicated to my evolution here, my passionate mission to spread more consciousness for the much needed wellness on Earth. Come join me as a guest as well. Let's collaborate, making change for future generations.